Hello and welcome to my stream. I hope you guys are having a friggin' fantastic day. Welcome on in. I know I've got a sandbox background, but hey, that's what we're rolling with right here. I am just about to do my Axie stuff for today, and you guys can come along for the ride. So I gotta activate a tier. Oh gosh. What's happened? The bounties have changed. Oh, they've just named it bounty points. Okay. I was like, wait, what? I've got to start a new streak as well. I've been slacking on my Axie streak. Not gonna lie. Hey, Go Where's Garnica Metaverse Journal. Great to have you guys in here. How the frig are you? So, just so you guys can see what I'm up to, I'm just doing the stuff on the bounty board real quick, and then we'll hop right in. I'm just gonna open these pouches, do the things that I need to do, and then we'll jump right into some Axie Origins. Now, I think we worked out for 30 energy, it takes roughly 3 hours. Whether or not I do 3 hours on this stream, we will see. So let's see how that goes. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But we might as well just hop into... Where's my new screen? Is it this? There we go. Cool. Right, so we got this screen just so you guys can have something pretty to look at. Honestly, opening those little bags takes so much. You're traveling? Amazing. Where are you traveling to? I'm playing Axie. That's what I'm doing. I also have Restream up, so hello to anybody over on YouTube, and if you're watching the VOD over on YouTube later on, don't forget to like and subscribe! Boom. Yeah. Okay, we're seeing what's in our little pouchy pouch. Might as well see this. Like, I don't think there's any issue with you guys seeing all of this. Let's verify these. But yeah, I'm really far behind. I don't have the Premiere board open. We're already on Thursday, so I've done nothing this week. I've done nothing. I'm not gonna feed, but obviously we are gonna be playing these, and as always, because I am behind, I will be playing Classic on my other screen. But before we do that, we are gonna quickly go to Big Me so I can close down stuff that needs closing. There we go. Boom, and now we're back. Right. Now I can have chat over here. Oh, amazing. That's awesome. What are you going to be doing in Macau? I hope I said that right. You know me, I'm so bad with pronunciation of stuff. It all comes from a good place. I don't ever mean to say people's names or places incorrect. Just sometimes my brain isn't, like, concentrating enough on pronunciation. I don't know if I've ever told you guys the story of how I said the word double mint. So for those that don't know, double mint is a like chewing gum brand. I don't know where else it is, but it's in the UK. So there is a chewing gum brand called Double Mint. It says Double Mint on the packet. And when I used to work in a supermarket, I was stacking all the stuff and I had to put the double mints on. And because I worked a night shift, so at the store that I was at, it was the Sainsbury's, and for those night shifts, the store is completely closed and it's just the night shift people in, and you stack the entire shelves and you, like, neaten everything up, you take all the cardboard off, you present the store real pretty. So you can imagine that sometimes it gets really boring. Sometimes we pulled pranks on each other in a friendly way, but most of the time you keep yourself entertained in your own mind, I assume. And so sometimes I would make up little songs about, like crisps and stuff as I'm pulling them on the shelves, and there was, or like I'll like say the product that I'm picking up and being like, I'm going to put you on the shelf now, and place that on the shelf. And I picked up these double mints and I was like, aha, Doublemont, I am stacking you, Doublemont. And then after about 5 minutes, I was like, wait a minute. Probably not quite 5 minutes. It didn't take 5 minutes. It was probably quicker than that. A minute. And I was like, wait a minute. That's double mint. I don't know why I made it French. Don't know why I made it French. I was just like, haha, it says double mint. My brain reads you as doublement. And please sing as if you... I can't remember now. You got to... Well, one, it was a long... I was like 18. I was 18 when I got this job. Working a night shift in Sainsbury's. So that was when I was 18. That was many, many moons ago. I have had many a drink and many a birthdays and children since then. And so I could not possibly remember. I'm trying to remember what the crisp brand was because I know it wasn't Walker's. And for those Americans and maybe other people, Walker's is Lay's. So we call them Walker's. I think you guys call them Lay's. And I know it wasn't Walker's. I think it might have been McCoy's. I think it might have been McCoy crisps. It definitely wasn't kettle chips. So it wasn't... Doublemont sounds like a great name. I know. It wasn't Doritos. I think it was McCoy's. I have a feeling it was McCoy's. Okay, so this is the thing. I didn't realize this in Axie, but when you don't play, if other people do better than you, it knocks you down. And this is how we've gone, because we got... Where is it here? We got to first time rewards. We got all the way to Tiger. We were on Tiger 2. And now we're all the way back to Wolf. So we got to get ourselves out of this Wolf. We got to get out of the Wolf and into the Tiger. Out of the Wolf into the Tiger. That's where we got to get to. It's going to be a hard grind, you guys. Honestly, it's because I haven't been playing. I've been so busy gearing up in work for some fun stuff for some of you who know what job I have and stuff. And blah, 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 blah. What some things. But how's everybody else doing? Go West, Garnican, how are you? Oh, and I've got classic over here. Right, now that we're into this, I'm gonna start the classic game up. Now, I do apologize, but I'm not going to show you how we're doing. I might, like, occasionally slide it to the other screen so you can see, but my main thing right now is not that. All right, let's just do that, okay? I want to keep that, though. Oh, not a great start over on the other side. Not a great start over there. I didn't start out with some good cards. Oh, they're going in hard. Okay. Rude. They're trying to get rid of my cards. So rude. Now that I have all my good cards. Right, perfect. We wanted to do that. Want to do a little bit of this. A little bit of that. And let's get rid of a little bit of that. Oh, their plant Axie has more health than mine. That sucks. That's fine, because we're... Oh, wow, no, they've got all the good cards. This is going to be a difficult one over on the other side. Wow. Oh my goodness, I haven't been paying attention to what's happening over here. Now have I? Let's do that. End our turn. Just so you can see what's happening over here. So ready for the weekend. Yes, so ready for the weekend. It's getting close. By the way, do we have an announcement for this month's Avatar meetup? Missed streams almost. No, so we didn't do last month. So last month we didn't do the meetup. So we didn't have one in August, but we will have one for September. It's just not announced yet. So we will be having one for September. Don't you worry. your little cotton socks. But we will be having one. Okay, this is good. I can work with this now. Yes. Right, that should do it over on this side. Oh wow, they didn't go at all. They're saving up their cards. That's good. That's good. That works. That works for me. Perfect. I did a steal. Gonna have some good energy. Oh yeah, let's like real damage him over there. Right, what we got going on over here? Here we go. Okay, we might as well use that. I didn't want to, but we might as well. And then we have brought it back with this one. This is Blowfish Party? What? Don't tell me it's Axie Infinity. That's what this is. This is Axie Infinity. Blue Tulip, you know what Axie is. You're so silly. Oh wow, we are not good. Okay, good, good. Let's try and piss them off a little bit by doing that. We might be okay. I feel like we should be okay. Alright, they are really trying on this side, but I think they're gone. They're done. We did it. But yeah, we'll have the Sandbox Avatar meetup will happen this month. The month of September. Right, there we go. Okay, so we got 4 SLP. That's fine, that's fine. We also got victory over here. Do we want me to try and do, like, the SLP thing again? We've won 4. What's our goal? What should our goal be? Oh, we got these spins over here. What should our goal be? Some vegetables in the ass. Blue Tulip! They are axes, also known as axolotls. You're so silly. I'm sure you know what axes are. You've been in crypto too long to not know. I'm thinking, as we're on Wolf rank, I'm thinking our aim, I would love our aim to still be like 100 SLP, and I think we could reach it. I feel like we could reach it. If we consistently win to Marbles and Gartic, are we still playing those? Yeah, we're still playing those. We did it on, it's not all of the streams that we do it on, but yeah, we still do it. Gartic is more like the Friday game nights. So when we had Mad Matty on, and we did Gartic then. I think also on a Thursday stream we did it. In fact, Manifest, if you've not been there, you won't know about the changes. Now, I do generally like to keep a little bit of a divide between, like, Sandbox streams and my personal streams, because my personal streams are my personal streams. Like, yes, I'm still an employee. I may even sometimes stream Sandbox content on my own channel, and my YouTube it's all for me. It's my stuff. But obviously, if you have questions, and I think I'm not going to ignore those questions, I'm still going to, like, answer them and everything. But obviously, I do like somewhat to keep a divide. I know a lot of you are here because you know me from doing the Sandbox streams, and that's absolutely fine. But yeah, there's obviously, if you want more information, either go into the Discord or the Sandbox streams is where you want to go. No, Metaverse Street Channel. I'm not saying no TSB. I'm just saying, like, sometimes I'm not gonna always, like, be focused on Sandbox related stuff, but I don't want it to not be a conversation topic. But as you have been away so long, I do feel like I should let you know more about it. Also, I'm restreaming to YouTube. So that's also another reason I try and keep them a little bit more separate. But let's, 1 second, I just gotta do this. Right. So you've missed some stuff. Pandemonium Games. Oh yeah. I don't think you guys can see this, but somebody has typed for, do we want cheap viewers? We don't want cheap viewers. We want expensive viewers. Stop trying to give me cheap viewers. I want the expensive kind. Anyway, Metaverse Street Journal, for streams, we have changed some things now over on the sandbox. And just disclaimer for anybody watching, if it doesn't know, I work for the sandbox. I'm the community manager, and I am the stream product owner. So I organize all of those stuff, do a bunch of stuff over there. And so one of the things that we have been doing is we have adjusted our stream schedules. Hey, Biversant! Metaverse Street Journal, so we've adjusted the stream schedules. There won't be any Thursday streams anymore, and Saturday streams are now every other week. Unfortunately, Twitch doesn't allow us to put a schedule for being every other week. So I've got to manually change it, so sometimes maybe Saturday will show up, and I've got to go and take Thursday out, because that's not happening. Hopefully Play Games isn't freaking out. Play Games should know. But Thursdays won't exist anymore just because we're not having as much content. Like Wednesdays, Alex does UGC and event experiences. Thursdays, I do UGC and event experiences. We're not having as many events, as you may have noticed, on the event section. So it doesn't make sense that we're kind of doing back-to-back that. So what's happening is Wednesdays is now sort of consolidated from the Thursdays. So sometimes I will host them on my own. Sometimes it'll be me and Alex. And then sometimes it'll be Alex and Lucas, like it usually is. And so it's going to be a little bit more like that. The Friday game nights will still be once a month, hopefully. And then we'll have special streams like season kickoff streams, season closing streams. But Saturdays are every other Saturday. Currently, Monday will still be every Monday. But as we get closer to Christmas and in the new year, we'll probably also move that to every other Monday. So there we go, Metaverse Street Journal. Most stuff's the same times for Wednesday streams. But yeah, that's where we're at. Biversant, how the frig are you doing? How the frig are you? We are playing Axie Infinity. We're earning SLP, grinding, playing, battling it out. Let's see how much SLP is. Because I think also sand went up in price, right? Okay, so last 24 hours, SLP's gone down. Last 7 days, it's gone up 9 point whatever. Last month, it's down 9.4. Last 3 months, it's up 39. So it's a bit of a yo-yo. It's a bit of a yo-yo. But if we are to get 100, that'll be 18 cents. 18 cents if we get 100 SLP. Can we do it? You can do it if you being cute. I believe in you. I believe in me. And then we might as well quickly have a look. Let's have a look at AXS. Let's take a look at that. Let's look at AXS. Okay, 24 hours, it's gone down a little bit, so we're at $2.52. But over the past week, it's gone up 9%, which is cool. That's pretty cool, right? And then for sand. Oh, sand, we're up today. 7 days is up 11%. 24 hours, we're still up. Month, we're up. 3 months, we're up. A year, we're up, baby. The only way is up. But also, please don't take crypto financial advice from me. I am not a financial friend. I just like bananas! I just like bananas! I do. I really do like bananas. But anyway, I am not a financial advisor. Do your own research. It's really important that you assess your own risk tolerance whenever it comes to your money. The way I might invest and buy items might be totally different to the way you want to do it. I like to treat a lot of these crypto games as my entertainment money, much like if I'm purchasing just any game, that is how I do it. Maybe I could have made more money, maybe I could have lost more money, who knows? Had I cashed out at the height of crypto, maybe I'd be retired. We don't know. You roll with what you've got. And at the end of the day, you just do whatever you're happy with doing. Yes, not financial advice. The 34th game, there are 3 game jams left you haven't played. You scored them and created rankings. I would potentially be careful about doing that by Versant because, to be honest, my worry is that people will be peed off. They're like, by Versant thinks my game's this and things like that, like, and then they might not have been scored that by the official judges. But you do you. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, what not to do. I would just be careful because even officially Sandbox do not give people their scores, and there's a reason that we don't give people their scores. But I love the fact that you're doing feedback and stuff. Oh, just so you can see it? That's fair enough. Yeah, that's absolutely fair enough. I would just like... I like to tread on the edge of caution a lot of times with these things. Like, so anything that I say to you is purely advice. You make your own decisions in life. Yeah, that I heard that. I'm glad that that's not a thing anymore. That's insane. I barely use Facebook now. I feel like, I don't know, I don't want to say it's for old people, but I feel like when the older generation started using it, it became like less of a cool thing to talk to your friends and post on. Maybe that's just me. That could just be me. Maybe you guys are all like, no, Facebook is still super cool. I love it. But no, I don't really use it. I occasionally go on there to wish friends happy birthdays and to upload pictures so my older relatives can see the pictures. You know, that's probably what I mostly use Facebook for now. It's heavily moderated though. Is it? I see stuff that I feel like should definitely be moderated. Plus it's so much ads. There's so many ads there. There are so many ads. Boom. So much untapped power. Although, saying that, Metaverse Street Journal, I get a lot of ads on X. I've recently realized I need to not be on For You. I need to be on following. Because I kept being like, why do I hardly ever see, like, stuff from people I actually want to see things from? And then I was like, oh, if I switch over to following, I see much better stuff. Oh, sorry, Mike. I just bashed him a little bit. Poor Mike. As in the microphone. There's not just a random dude sat on my desk that I'm apologizing to. Okay, what to do? Let's do this. Boom! Yeah. Okay, let's do this one. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we can get rid of that. Right, let's no, let's heal. Oh, why have I been holding that? Okay. And there's very little moderation on the ads there, it seems. So many. Yeah, it's... I feel like just in so many places, you just gotta be careful. Don't click random links. Don't share passwords. If you're unsure if something's too good to be true, it probably is. All that jazz. All of that jazz. Okay, let's hit him with the bleed. I will make my enemies see. Sorry. Yeah, by Versant, you've done really well because you've already played like all of those games, and I have probably only got less than halfway. I'm less than halfway. That's gonna be my weekend job, is doing all of the game jam judging, is my weekend job. Right, there we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I like to see. Yeah! Nice! Nice, nice, nice. We're up to 8 SLP1. Now, I get, like, there's going to be loads of people that are watching this, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it later. And be like, it's such a small amount of money to be winning. And yet, maybe, if we're comparing it to 2020, 2021, yeah, you ain't winning. Oh my gosh, my eye is so itchy. I'm gonna mess up my eyeliner. I don't care, it itches. There we go. We're not in 2020, we're not in 2021. I do feel like there was so much additional hype for crypto around that time that, like, it was all overinflated. I don't, like, as much as I'd love to be like, oh yeah, the price was right, it is, like, they had it right, it should be that. It's like, no, I actually think, like, if you cashed out, you probably did the smart thing. I'm happy because I've definitely made more money than I've put in, and that's always a good position to be in. You don't want to be down in the red. You want to be either in the green or even, at the very least. Not financial advice, but either way, I'm, yes, I could have made more money back in 2021. I could have done loads more stuff back then. I didn't. It's neither here nor there at this point. But we're not in that time, and I feel like people still expect to be at that level. So if they're not hearing, hey, you can make a year's wage in a month, or you'll get your return on investment, this is like super duper fast, they're just not interested. And it's like, no, even traditional investing would be, okay, I believe, and I don't think it's changed, but you can correct me if it has, but on average, historically, the S&P 500 has historically given people a... Oh, 6. Okay, cool. Let me just add that. Properties. 14 SLP. I think that's right. 8 plus 6 is 14. But I think the thing is... Where was I? Where was my thought before I won that next match? Yeah, if you're not, like, yes, the S&P 500, historically, I think you see an 8% return over an 8-year period per year. I think that is. Or 8% over a year over an 8-year period on average. I think that's correct. Someone could correct me, maybe it's adjusted slightly, the climate and stuff, but historically speaking, that's where it's been at. Over time, usually 8% a year over an 8-year period, you'll find that that's how much you'll get. So to be thinking that you should get your return on investment in a week is insane to me. It's great if you can get it. Like if you can, if you're there at the right time and you just are on it and you're like, yes, okay, now I'm cashing out, and you do really, really well, that's friggin' amazing. And props to you for being there and doing that. That's great. But we're not at a point anymore where people are making money so much. Like, if you think about it, even SLP was only at like that 20 to 30 cent mark for like a 1 or 2 week period, and then it dropped right back down. When I first started, there was no SLP. There was none. I used to be happy. I do think maybe it's a little bit undervalued. I'd love to see SLP be at the half a penny mark or 1 cent mark. That's where I think it would be good for it to be, but it's where it's at. That's where it's at, and we need to roll with that. And the issue is, I think within the Web3 space, currently it's been a lot of people that are just here to make as much money as possible, because that is the main Web3 audience, is invest, make a shit ton of money, move on to the next project. Okay, and it's not a bad thing. It's just, if we want Web3 gaming to survive and blossom in the space, it needs to be game first. It needs to be a good game with a good game economy, and then the earnings need to be secondary. So what the Web3 gaming industry needs is more gamers to be enjoying these games, and for there to be good games for people to play, and easier onboarding as well. Hey Mosquito, how you doing? I did the same for Quick Loop. Actually, my goal is to say what I would like to see in games as a player, or what I see missing as a creator, so that the creator can make their next experience better. So generally, the council does basically that. I know most of the judges will have different ways of giving their feedback. What I like to do is, generally when I'm giving feedback, I say one thing that I really liked about the experience, like, you did this well. And then I will say something that needs improving upon. If there's something broken, I'll say that. In fact, the more notes you get from me, the better your game probably is, because I believe in it. But most of the notes I give are for them to make that game better. I want that game to be better. I'm like, you've done a good job. And I'm gonna be honest, sometimes the games are just good. You know, there are a handful of occasions where the entries aren't super high level entries. There are some, and sometimes in the top 10 or the honorable mentions, you'll see just good, okay games occasionally. I would say generally the bar is much higher than it used to be, and that's down to the game maker having more stuff that you can do and better ways that you can make experiences. But generally, I would say that, yeah, the game, like, sometimes people are just making okay games, and it's like, no, you've made an okay game. I want you to make a great game, and this is how you can make it really, really good. Hey, thank you. Nazman, how the frick are you? I am frickin' fine. I'm doing great. We're chatting, we're vibing, we're having a great friggin' time. How the frog are you? Especially the whole stablecoin trend is unsettling to traditional finance, big time not yeah. I would disagree with Panda. A lot of Web3 real builders are building silently, but I agree. Okay, no, okay. I don't want to say, oh, I like you said, the loudest people are the ones like shouting it, and they're the ones that you see and are in it just for the money. But I've even seen it with, you know, Wild Forest have adjusted the way that they've done some of their rankings and leaderboards and stuff to adjust the prizes. Axie has done it for how their seasons are done, and you've got to adjust it for, you know, being able to keep your economy still working. You don't want to give everybody all of the money. You've got to balance that, and it's hard. It's not an easy thing to do. Balancing stuff isn't easy, but I will say a lot of the time I see people complaining like, oh, what? Oh, such a waste of my time. And it's like, okay, if you don't want to play the game, like, then don't play the game. But don't be moaning that it's not giving you as much money as you wanted it to give you when you can play for free. And a lot of the times you don't need to do a big investment. I'll say most games like Axie Infinity, obviously to start earning, you do need to make a small investment. I think it's roughly, let's see what Axies are right now. The cheapest one, $2.38. So let's just say, I've said this numerous times now, let's say $3. You're spending about $3 per Axie. That's $9. $9, I spend more on that on a game. I spend more than $9 on a game. I think I worked out if I do like all of the bounty board stuff and I do it properly, let's verify these. I'm probably in, and I'm ranking okay during seasons. $9, I'm probably making that back in like 2 months, maybe. Right, we're at 20 SLP. Maybe 2 months, you're making that investment back. 2 to 3 months. That's pretty good. You make your $9 back. What other game can you say that, hey, I bought this game and it's paid for itself? I mean, if you streamed, then I guess that, because people can donate to you, or, you know, you can offset it as an expense because it's your business. By the way, that's true, guys. Like, if you're a streamer and stuff and you buy games and you make content with those games, you can offset that as an expense. But also, I'm not your accountant, so speak to a real accountant, not financial advice. But no, Metaverse Street Journal, I know there's people in here that are here because they want to build, they want to be part of it, and there are gamers. And I would say that's a lot of the people here in this chat right now. I'd say that's you, Metaverse, that's Mosquito, that's Biversant, that's Nazman, that's Garnican, that's Go West. There's people like Blue Tulip, it's people like King of Crypto, you know, Woke Zombie is still doing stuff. Vox Machina. All these people are still here building because they want to build, they want to play. The people that we have on stream like Hoddle and Bitfox and all those other people that I'm forgetting the names of, all our regulars, play games for fun. All those people, I would say, yeah, they're here because they love it, they're here for it. But I would say that there are also a very large amount of people in this space that aren't here to be gamers, that they're here to make money. And that's fine. I don't think that that's a bad thing. But at the same time, I don't think you should be moaning that a gaming company just isn't handing you money. Is my opinion. It sells the most candy in the world is King Candy Crush! Love Candy Crush. Love Candy Crush. Right, Biversant, I want to follow up with that. By sells the most candy, do you mean like all their microtransactions equal more than what people spend in the chocolate and sweet industry? Because that's actually insane. If that's true, that is crazy. But yeah, generally I just think in the world, it needs to be, people need to be thinking, I want to play a good game, build good game, monetize good game, have a good player economy behind good game, and then the reward should be second. You want to be enjoying yourself. You don't want to feel like it's a slog. I know there's been times I've played games in the crypto space where they weren't fun, but I could earn money from playing them. Like, I could earn from playing them. They weren't fun. And so I stopped playing them. Because I have, like, for me, I'd rather not be earning that money than wasting my time playing something I didn't enjoy. Oh, I cannot say that word and it irritates me that I can't. Yes, Metaverse Street Journal, yes. Backed every candy with IRL physical candy. Could you imagine? Fidgetal. Fidgetal. Yes? Am I Englishing correctly? Fidgetal. Yes, fidgetal. It is a silly word. I actually think I have an eyelash in my eye, and I don't have my little compact mirror next to me. It really hurts. Hey, we're just gonna go to Big Me. You can see where I messed up my eyeliner. I got it. I think I got it. Ah! It can't put me back! Okay. There we go. Okay, what are we doing? We're healing. We're healing ourselves. We're throwing that in there. Let's do some damage. Boom! We're a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We're up to 26 SLP. Question is, are we going to reach 100 or are we going to get to Tiger? I feel like we're not going to get to Tiger rank before we get to 100. I think we're going to hit 100 SLP before we hit Tiger. No, it's still there. You buy a lollipop and break 3 to 5 extra candies. You buy ice cream, you get extra moves. Yeah, I mean, I've played Candy Crush. I love myself some Candy Crush. Now imagine if they were NFTs. I do love myself some Axie Infinity, but this is like I phase in and out of Axie. So I have times where I really want to play it. I have times where I don't really want to play it. And that's what I mean by like you got to make a really good game that makes people want to go back and play it. I'm not saying Axie doesn't have a good game. It's just like card battle games aren't the thing that I enjoy the most. I've talked about it so many times. The one game that I could not stop playing was Crypto Space Commanders. Doesn't exist anymore. Makes me really sad. We won't go into details, but loved that game. Was amazing. They had trademark deals with Star Trek. I love Star Trek. You guys should know that at this point. But I could play that game for an entire day. I used to do many 6 to 8 hour streams of me playing that game. That's how much I love that game. Like, I love that game. I could just play it to my heart's content. Like, I would play and play and play. Right, that's there. Okay, so we're gonna keep that. But like, I will always go back to Axie. Axie is a game that I enjoy playing. It's not one that I'm obsessed with playing, but it's definitely one that I enjoy playing, and I enjoy being able to make a little bit of money from playing it, and I think it's really cute. It's simple enough to play, easy enough to pick up and get along with. It's definitely a good one. Also, currently within this market, I feel like it's got a low barrier entry to even start earning. You can start earning SLP with just even one Axie. You do need to rank fairly high up for that to be a possibility. I used the wrong one on you. But let's get rid of you, I guess. But yeah, I mean, for roughly $9, I don't know how good those Axies will be. I don't know how good those Axies will be in a battle, but I'd say roughly $9 to $10. You could probably make that back within a few months, and then everything you make from there is just happy little profit. But now, there's loads of things that I'm excited for, and I had somebody reach out to me, and I do need to play it. So there's a game called Sinverse, and it is a crypto game. They have their own website where you can download it from, but you can also download it from the Epic Store. They have reached out to me to see whether I want to like collaborate with them. I probably do. I need to find additional time to play and check it out, because that's what I like to do. I like to understand what I'm promoting before I promote it, at least to some degree. 6 again. $32. Next match. Totally sponsored by Desley Mars Cartel. Oh my gosh, Metaverse Street Journal. But yeah, I want to check that out because it looks really interesting. It seems like from what I've briefly looked at, it kind of seems a little bit like you're building stuff, but at the same time it has like maybe GTA vibes, but I'm not too sure. I don't want to say that without fully going to have a look at it, but it looks interesting to say the least. Let's save these. Oh no, you're poisoned! Who's poisoning you? This back one. Okay, he's gotta go. You, my friend, have gotta go. We're concentrating back. We're concentrating on the back. I feel like we've got to the rank now where we have to actually pay attention, because I don't know whether you noticed before, I wasn't paying that much attention to what I was doing. I was just going with it. Should have kept that other card, but that's okay. That's okay. Whoa, that's so much poison! Hey, let's do that. Let's not gonna do much. Oh, I should have done that one. Okay, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Right, we're gonna keep this. I'm gonna use the heal next go. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use it next go. But, I'm also really excited to start building out my Pandonian funfair a little bit more, especially with the data saving stuff. I can actually start building what I wanted to build originally, so I'm really excited for that. Right, we're healing, we are healing. Apply 2 point, right, no, we're getting rid of that. I don't want you poisoning me. I don't like it. I don't like being poisoned. Look, he's got 11 poison. That's insane. That is insane. Oh, there's an ad playing for some people. Sorry. Please include some IRL physics. Okay, the thing is, I don't know how I would give them to you guys. Okay, if you get what I mean, like, I feel like I'd need to set up a shop. I'd have to have a shop. I'd have to set up a shop. And then I have thought about it. Like, I've gone on to like some of those like create your own shop things where people can order them off of the site. And then I've been like, okay, so now how would I link that for people being able to... Oh, damn it! Okay. How would I link that to people who own a certain NFT could get a discount or whatever? Would I make it like an email thing? Like, hey, do you own my assets? Sign up for emails! Like I make a Panda Pops or Pandonian newsletter? Actually, that sounds kind of cool. Would you like a monthly Panda Pops newsletter? That seems like so much additional work, considering how busy I am. Considering how busy, how big my workload is, I'm like, should I make a newsletter once a month? That seems doable. Should I do that once a month? You know what I need? More work. Just do it manually using Google Forms. The thing is, some people might buy my assets and not turn up to my streams. You know, there could be people who own my stuff but it doesn't come to these streams. And is that like a too bad so sad kind of situation? Like, well, what do we do there? What do we think is fair? Okay, we're up to 38 SLP. Right, we're going to do one more. Going to take a break, look at how much energy we've used. Oh, we've only used 7. Nice. Got to see it there. A Panda Pops mug would be nice. I did, the designs that I did on the shop I was testing were the Panda Pops, like my avatar, my blue hair Panda Pops, which, by the way, I'm probably going to dye my hair blue again. But, yeah, that one. Okay, wait, we got to see here. Okay, you've got Spikes, hate Spikes. You've got Rage, also, oh, I hate that guy, though. Okay, what's worse, the Spikes or... We're gonna go for the back line. We gotta get rid of him. We gotta get rid of the guy in the back. I've lost my train of thought. Never mind. I like Axies. Oh, the mug! Right. The mug. Nice. Let's do that. Nobody... I guess I could use that if we're getting rid of stuff. So yeah, it's the Panda Pops avatar I've done on it. And then, those that know will know, but my Betty Badass. I'd also done like a bunch of stuff with Betty Badass. I had Betty Badass on a mug, Betty Badass's stickers, Betty Badass phone case. I was going ham on the Betty Badass stuff. I was like, you know what? People want Betty Badass. Oh, that would be so cute. When they buy it, that they have to sign up to receive freebies. That's a good thing. I don't know whether it's against the terms of use to add links there, but I could... Oh, that's something. Okay, if you guys can also report this, I've got to show you. So I have reported it internally, but currently they haven't done anything about it. I'm waiting to hear back. But somebody has decided that they're going to make their account all my stuff. So it's somebody who had done the Meiji, there it is, the Meiji Shrine stuff, but they've made everything, look, Panda Pops, there, but they've put the O for Panda Pops as a 0, and they've been able to change their username. So I have spoken to them about, like, how do we change this? Sorry, I just gotta keep an eye on this. Right, let's do it. Didn't really do anything there. But yeah, look at this. This isn't my account. This is not my account. This is somebody, I managed to find them because they did enter a game jam, so I did find that actual username, forgot what it is. But they've taken what my description is, they've taken my banner, they've taken my profile picture, they've stolen my username. Obviously this @ has a 0 there, so I know it's not me. But like Alex was asking for examples of experiences, like the good social hub, like ones that were entered for city jams. It was asking for examples of good ones, and I remembered the Meiji Shrine being a good one. And so I'd put that up there, and Alex was like, you made this? And I was like, I didn't make this. And I was like, wait, why is that all of my stuff? So yeah, there's a person impersonating me, so make sure it's me that you're talking to. The secret code is banana, I don't know. Well, you say that, but I'm still waiting to hear back from the legal team on what they're gonna do. But yes, if you can also maybe report, if you go to experiences and type in Meiji for Meiji Shrine. I don't know why I said Meiji Shrine like that when I'm saying it correctly. But yeah, if you type that in, and then you'll see it's that Panda Pops. I think impersonating somebody is, again, I think it is. I have a feeling it is, but I've reported it, I made a ticket, and then I also reached out to the legal team just for them to also have visibility on it. Because at first I was like, maybe they're doing it as a joke. I don't know if you remember, but like, Is that right? Yes, that's right. I was like, I can add. Back in Alpha Season 3, Ice Pilot did change all of their details. Like, no, okay. In all fairness, they kept their icon the same. So what their profile picture was the same. They just changed their name to be Panda Pops. And they only did it when they knew I was going to be online. They came online, showed me that they had my name, and then changed it back. I think for a maximum of 1 hour. And I knew they were joking. Open a Jira ticket? I have played games. But in all fairness, I know sometimes it seems like a bit like, haha, open a Jira ticket, but that's because that's how we track everything. That is the proper support channel to go through. And I know it might be really irritating, but that is the actual proper channel to go through. But I get that, like, sometimes it is just like open a support ticket, open a Jira ticket, open a Jira ticket. And I get it, I do. But, like, at the same time, that is the actual way to go through everything. But also, hey, Play Games, how you doing? But yeah, so at first I was like, oh, maybe they don't mean it maliciously. And then it's like, oh no, they legit mean it maliciously, because there's no way somebody would change all of their details like that and it not be for bad reasons, potentially. Like, I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I was like, oh, maybe they just did it for funsies, and it's like, no. I don't know this person. It's not like when I know Ice Pilot and they changed it and was only like that for an hour. It's like, oh no, it's not the same. Right. Oh, we're not getting the stuff that I want and or need. That's fine. I think I'm gonna win this one as well. Knock on wood. So far, we're 100% win rate today. 'Cause I'm a pro, but not really. Okay, let's do this, and then we can add this one, and it's going to spread damage across everyone. I should have maybe put that on him first, but that's okay. We're good, we're good. Is it still there? Why is that? It's honestly becoming the last one to come out. Garnican, that's not funny. Okay, so we can do this now. Let's get rid of this bat guy because we don't want them to rage. And then they do have the bad luck thing, but I feel like they've not been using it to their full potential, so I'm not worried about it. Oh, we're good. We're gonna win. Emote in the chat. In fact, let's talk about emotes. Oh yeah, did you see? I've got this emote. Have you seen my Panda Pops Axie emote? Look! Look! It's new! I added it 2 weeks ago, or a week ago. I added it last week. I know, it's so amazing. It's so beautiful. In fact, Metaverse Street Channel, you weren't even here at the start. Okay. Right, I do need to make some changes and stuff to these. But after this battle, I'm going to show you the 2 things that I worked on last week, okay? Okay, these are the 2 things that I worked on last week. It's been ages since I've used After Effects, and I've been like, okay, I kind of need a new starting screen. I need like a be right back kind of screen thing as well. So I've been working on stuff. Hey, Heckett! You need to add some 7 TV emotes too. Wait, what's 7 TV emotes? Am I dumb? Oh, the emote platform. There's a platform for just doing my emotes? Maybe I do need that. App, an extension 90% of Twitch desktop users use. Okay, thank you. I'm guessing, yeah, it's set 7tv.app. Yeah, okay, I see it. It's the first one that comes up. Right, thank you. Noted, heard. Ready and waiting. Oh, I forgot, I have Restream up. Anybody on YouTube? Hey, anybody on YouTube? Sorry, I forgot about you guys. But also, if you're watching the VOD, don't forget to like and subscribe. Those are the words I'm looking for. Okay, another 6. Up to 50 SLP. We're halfway there. Whoa, we're halfway there. Okay, right, back to lobby. Okay, it's been a while since I've used After Effects. I've been wanting to practice my After Effects to make some cool stuff. And so I'm going to show you, I'm only going to show you part of the start screen because you'll get it when the countdown timer starts to go. So I'm going to show you the start screen that I made. So here it is. Look at that load bar. Look how cute that is. And then there's a countdown timer. Wow, amazing! Panta, you did a great job! Thank you, thank you. It took way longer than you think to make that stream starting thing. But not as long as my be right back, because I was making that text bouncy a lot. And even though I followed a tutorial, somehow I still took a good 2 hours to make this. So, be nice. But here's my be right back. Look at that. Look at how that goes backwards and forwards. Look at that. Ooh, bouncy, bouncy. Light up! Light up! Oh no, it's really sad.
But sometimes I cannot resist playing your sensation. Just a bit. I am a craftsman, and you are my clay.
I'm into it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm into it. I remember that number? Fuck no. Oh! I have banana bread in the oven I've got to take out. Oh, frog! I'll be right back. I forgot about it. I should not be left home alone. I really shouldn't. Oh, look, and now we're back. Oh, look at that bouncy, bouncy wobble. Yeah, I know that's really bad near the end, but yeah, there we go. Look at that. By Verson, am I learning After Effects? Yes and no. So when I first started streaming, I did start to learn After Effects. In fact, yeah, not when I started streaming. When I started doing YouTube videos, I started learning After Effects. I was streaming before doing YouTube. When I started doing YouTube videos, I started learning some After Effects. You'll see on some of my Axie Infinity older videos, I have bits where it's like, don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button. And I did a whole thing on After Effects where one of my little axes does like a little flip and it smashes the like button and it smashes it in half. And then like for the subscribe, my Axie runs along the screen and jumps on the subscribe and it does like a little bounce thing. How's the banana bread? It was burnt. It was burnt. The clip show had lower volume than your mic. Yeah. I do need to adjust that. The video stuff, obviously, that's not really After Effects. That's just a bunch of clips that I put together and then just positioned them where I wanted to position them. But it's been a really long time since I've needed to use After Effects. And there's things that, one, I don't remember how to do. And then there's stuff where it's like, I kind of remember, but I'm super duper rusty. So I like to just watch some like, how do I do that again? Oh yes, it's that thing that I need to do. And then I know how to do it. So yes, I am learning more After Effects. I want to get better at After Effects, but that is more of a personal hobby thing that I want to do. rather than, you know, I have a full-time job and then also a freelance job that keeps me pretty busy, and then I stream on YouTube on top of that, so I'm pretty busy. But heck it, how are you doing? Can I do that? What, the bouncy? Woo! Look how smooth and... Ooh, look at that. Wow. I can kind of do it with my hand. My hand does it really well. That's creepy. I don't like it. Put clips together in Premiere. After Effects, just add effects. Oh, I know how to use Premiere. I'm great at Premiere. Premiere I'm pro at. I have been using Premiere for years. I know my way around Premiere. Yeah, that's why, like, the clips were fine. The clips were clipping. It's all the other stuff that took time. Putting those clips in was the quickest part of that part of the video stuff. I do love Premiere. Yeah, arm out by your side. Oh, wait, as in like arms like that, like the Mexican wave thing. I don't know if other countries call it the Mexican wave. We call it the Mexican wave, where everybody holds hands and does like the woo. You can't see me though. I guess. Woo. There you go. You just can't see it. I'm doing it. I promise I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Heck it, are you still streaming, by the way? I feel like I don't get to catch your streams. Wait, John Cena is here? Yeah. John Cena's here. Can you not see him? Oh, that just reminds me. So, I don't know, I can't remember the context, but for whatever reason, we were talking about John Cena, my daughter was there, and I don't know whether it's because he's been in some films, and I think that's why she knows him, and like, I was just joking and just being like, yeah, you just never see him. Like, you just can't see, like, it's a shame that you can never see him. And she did not understand at all and was getting more and more frustrated at what we were saying. And it was just like, yeah. Oh, Manifest Plus, there's one where it's like, it's got the woman from George of the Jungle, the pretty one with the hair. She's like George of the Jungle. She was in like This Is 40, Knocked Up as the sister. Is it Julie? It's not Julie. What's her name? But there's a film with her, John Cena, and another guy that was in, I think, like the Mindy Project. I think he was in the Mindy Project, and they did a film together, and it was really good. It was like they all had kids, and the kids are like best friends, but they've like grown apart and stuff. I'll find it, but that's a really good film, right? Oh, I've got to watch Argyle. He's in Argyle, apparently. Oh, that's it. Blockers. Cock blockers. What's her name? Leslie Mann. Her name's Leslie Mann. Okay, Blockers. You want to watch Blockers, okay? Blockers. But it's got this guy, Ike, and he was in the Mindy Project, right? Tell me he was in the Mindy Project. Is this just film? It's movies and TV shows. I'm sure he was in the Mindy Project. He was in something. I can't remember. Clearly. But yeah, you need to watch him. Oh, some people will see an ad. Sorry, my bad. I had to play it. By the way, Not for I'm telling you how to spend your money, but I don't play as many ads if there are subscribers watching or if there are like biddies being sent. But also, some of you won't see the ads anyway, so I'm just letting you know. Okay, so we did that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that, and then we still have enough to do that. 28 seconds of ad time. That's why when like sometimes Jazzwolf comes on to resubscribe, I'm like, there's no ads this stream. Heck it, you've not seen any John Cena films? At this point, I don't know if you're saying that because you can't see John Cena. You can't see him. He's not there, you can't see him. Or whether you legit haven't seen a film that has him in it. But watch Blockers. Watch Blockers. Blockers is good. If you like a good comedy, watch Blockers. Okay? You legit haven't. Okay, watch Blockers. I mean, I'm sure there's better ones, but if you like a good comedy, watch Blockers. And I think it's on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix. Oh, right. So, this year, it's been a while since I've been to Comic-Con. I usually go to the London MCM Comic-Con. And it's been a few years since I've been. And it's because a lot of the time I'm going more to like buy the stuff and look around rather than like see anyone. But this year, one of my friends was like, hey, I'm gonna be going to it. Do you want to come as well? Like, are you interested? It's like, yeah, okay, we haven't been for a while. We might as well go. And then I find out Ben Starr, aka Dorian, aka Verso from Expedition 33, is gonna be there. So I have also booked to have my picture with him because I think Ben Starr is absolutely amazing and has the best voice ever. Honestly, I hope I behave. I'm sure I will. But yeah, now I'm really excited. I don't usually go to take, because it's expensive. I'm not gonna lie. It's expensive to get pictures with people. Also, Christopher Judge is gonna be there. I feel like people are gonna know him either of one of two things. So tell me where you know Christopher Judge from. What am I going dressed as? I'm not dressing up. I would love to have the time to dress up. The one time I planned on dressing up, I started making myself the League of Legends Lulu, but like the sweet candy Lulu. What is it? That one. The one where she's like holding the cupcake and she's like the sweetie one. That skin. I started like making that costume. And then I just never dressed up because I don't finish it. You should make your own Panda Pops avatar suit and wear it. Hey, don't you guys know who I'm dressed as? I'm dressed as the famous Panda Pops avatar from the Sandbox game. Where's the fun in behaving? Exactly, Heckett. Exactly. Okay, what am I doing? Let's do that. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say words and stuff. Yeah, it's really expensive, which is why I don't usually get the pictures, but I had to. So I'm getting a picture with Ben Starr. I'm getting a picture with Christopher Judge. Let me know where you know Christopher Judge from. You can Google him if you don't recognize his name. I'm really bad with that as well. And then, who's the other person? I booked another picture. I swear I did. Or did I take... Okay, so I know Carl Urban's going, and I'm pretty sure I put like the photo thing in the basket to have with Carl Urban, but I think I took it out. In fact, I know I took it out because of how expensive it was going to be, because you buy the tickets for the Comic-Con and then you have to pay for like doing the photos, and then if you want autographs you have to pay for the autograph as well. And I was like, I think I could just get Carl Urban's autograph and not have like the professional photo thing done. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I've just booked Ben Starr and Christopher Judge. Well, you really do. You don't know any of these people. Okay. Wait, Hecate B, I don't know. Okay, Christopher Judge. I know him mostly as Teal'c from Stargate SG-1 and Atlantis. I think he was in Atlantis. But I know him from Stargate SG-1. That is where I will primarily recognize him from. Okay? Other people will probably recognize him from... damn it, I just got rid of that. Carl Urban from The Boys. Yeah, Carl Urban's from The Boys. He's also done a bunch of other stuff. But also, many people will know Christopher Judge as the person that is the voice of the God is War. The main guy from the God of War. One second, let me do this, and then I'm gonna do my thing. Ain't no thing like a chicken wing. Okay. Here we go. So this is him. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, he was in Atlantis. Okay. But he plays the God of War. He does the voice for that. That's where other people were. Yes, that's it. Kratos. Thank you. I forgot his name. I have that game. I have only watched other people play it. I have not played it. I have watched other people play it. I have not played it. And I know. Bad me. Bad panda. I feel like I'd want to. It's just one of those games I know I'll get obsessed with, and it really irritates me. And I respect everybody's choice on how they would like to play games, okay? But games like God of War and Horizon are very story-centric, okay? In Expedition 33, but my partner's not played that, so that doesn't bother me. But those games are incredibly narrative-centric, especially God of War. And people, such as my partner, will skip. They will skip those scenes. They will skip those cutscenes. And it's like, that is where the story's at. That is where the cinematic marvel is at for these games. And you are skipping them? You dare skip them? It's like, how do you know what's happening? You're just guessing? You're like, you don't care what the backstory is. You don't care what their drive is. You just skip it. You're just like, oh yeah, that thing just happened. Off I go. No additional information needed. I can't, like, no. That is why if I played God of War, I know it would be very enticing for me to sit there and play the entire thing. And much like Horizon, I played that game most days when it was released. Forbidden West, I got Zero Dawn much later after the release. I still played it before Forbidden West, but it's not like when it released. But yeah, I do the whole story and I get engrossed in it. I get engrossed in the story. I need to know what's going to happen. It's like when you read a book and you get to the end of a chapter, but it's a cliffhanger chapter, so you have to read the next chapter You have to. You can't go to sleep and then next thing you know, you've read the entire book. Okay? That is me with games that have really compelling stories, is I will play and I'll play and I'll play and it'll be really difficult for me to stop, which is why there's always the joke that when I say just 10 more minutes, it means an hour. It means I'll be here another hour. If I'm like, I'm gonna finish in 10 minutes, I'm gonna be here another hour. Potentially. And so, yeah. People that skip cutscenes in highly story-driven games, I don't think I'll ever understand them. 10! We got 10 SLP. We're going up in 10s now, people. We're at 66. Yeah, we're on bingo numbers. We're on bingo numbers. Let's do it. We reached Tiger. Okay. We got to Tiger before I got to 100. I thought we'd get to 100 before getting to Tiger. That's impressive. That's super duper impressive. Right, do I want to create? Yeah, I want to create a bloodstream. Let's create the bloodstream on him. I'm a Kutsuki. No, Hackett! No! Hi, Hackett. Why do you feel the need to skip the cutscenes? Now, is it because you don't find it compelling? Or is there another reason? Are you skipping because it's not compelling? Like you're not invested in the story? Do you skip all cutscenes? Or do you keep some? I just want the action. I don't usually play story games. See, there we go. You're not playing the story games. You want the action. So you're going for those sort of games. I understand that. But I also... It also drives me a little bit mad if somebody is playing a story game and they aren't following any of the story. Because then how do you talk about... Are you just talking about the combat? I guess, yeah, you're just talking about the combat for the game. Because I will put games... Like, Horizon, I played on, like, the easiest mode, so I could enjoy the story. Like, I still wanted some combat stuff to happen. But I was there for the story. Like that's why I was there. I was like, we're storying it up. That guy isn't down! I need this backliner down. MMOs with unskippable cutscenes make you angry. Yeah, I like the option to be able to cut. I like the option to be able to cut. But I do like myself. I do like... It depends on the story. I will skip if the story's bad. If the story isn't good, I am probably skipping. I'll most likely listen to half of it and then skip, but I'm most likely skipping it if I'm really not interested in the story. So I like there to be a skip option. But I am most likely not skipping. What's Axie lore? I think Axies do they have a lore? I feel like they started building out an Axie lore and I haven't kept up with it. Should we make our own Axie lore? Once upon a time. I'm a little lady, you know. Hey, who followed? Henry NFT2 followed. Hey, Henry NFT2. How you doing? How the frig a lig are you? Tut-tut? I mean, okay, right. Axie, Infinity lore. Because if I write Axie lore, I bet... Oh, wait, there's a whole thing! These stores reveal secrets better... Wait, do I need... They've got like a whole little thing! This is new. This is new, okay? I didn't know about this. But also at the same time, I'm gonna make my own lore. I prefer that. Let's make our own story. Greetings. How does it feel to be in the top 10K? In the top 10K? Is that what I'm in? I've had to scrape my way back up. I was in Tiger the other week, and I haven't played for a week, so this is just today, 100% win rate. We're about halfway through, almost halfway through. But look at those victories. But yeah, am I? I'm not in the top 10K. I'm in the 54K. It'd be great to be in the top 10K. Although I am curious what these things are used for, because it's been a while. And these seem new. Like, I feel like last season there was more AXS in here. I gotta remember to keep playing. That's the problem, because I feel like as long as I do at least 10 games a day, I can keep my position pretty strong. I think if I do 10 games a day, I can stay in my position. It's when I'm like, I'm too busy to play, I'll play tomorrow, and I forget. Right, who are we getting rid of? Do I want that? There's a cleanse. Oh, Bubble, we're getting rid of Bubble. Bubble Boy goes away. We are getting rid of the Bubble Boy. Oh no, can I not oh, damn it. Gotta get rid of that bubble. Gotta get rid of it. Although I am glad, I feel like because I stopped playing for a little bit, it means that all those triple aquas with the bubbles are now gone. Because it was like every other match I was getting triple aquas, all with the bubble, and I was like, I couldn't beat them. I struggled so hard. I didn't want to keep that, so that's annoying. Boom. Triple ass words? Wait, what? No, triple aqua. Triple aqua with bubbles. So this is an aqua, and he's got the thing for bubble. And then if it gets too high, then he does like damage. Yeah, ass is what I'm hearing. I didn't mean to say ass. Or did I? No, I didn't. We're up to 76 SLP. Our aim is 100, but we also want to try and use all of our energy today. Clipped. No! Okay. I need more clips anyway. I want to make that be right back screen roughly 5 minutes. I want a good sort of like 5-minute be right back screen. And I think at the minute it's at 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. They still have an energy. Use it. Use your energy. Use your energy wisely, young Padawan. Okay. Still gonna try and get rid of you. Alright, let's do that. Let's use this. Shame, but it's okay. Right. And then okay, so we're keeping this card. We're keeping it. We're gonna do it. But yeah, Henry NFT, are you doing well in Axie? How's your season going? Oh, that was so much damage. But also he has bleed on, so that's good for me. Right, cool. We'll use that. Oh, we don't have the cards that I wanted, but it's okay. It's okay. We're good. We're good. This is definitely one of the harder matches that I've done. And I feel like it's because I've been splitting the damage in different areas instead of like targeting one area. Oh, damn it. Are you gonna take him out? Not quite. Close. I don't think he's gonna last another round. Do that. Nice, 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 nice. Can we get you out? No, we'll do one more. Get him out of here. And then, yeah, let's put that there. Because then he might last one more round. Because they're going to hit him at front. So unless they're going to do more than 127 damage, then they're going to attack the back. Top 700? That's amazing. Testing Metamorph. Oh, I haven't been doing any of the Metamorphs. I'm too attached to how my axes look, and I know it's irrational. Whoa, they've done so much bleed. That's so much bleed. Go West! What did you post? Were you posting the thing? Right, Go West, you gotta be careful. Nightbot does not like you. No, Nightbot does not like you. Go West. There you go. Just don't post it a second time. Go West, do you want to be a moderator? Maybe it will stop. It will stop telling you off. No grats. Look, Vvox is like, hey, Nightbot is moderating someone. My spidey senses are tingling. Right now, Go West, do not abuse that power. Because I will take it away as quickly as I granted it to you. Do you understand? With great power comes great responsibility. But also, hey Vvox, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Appreciate you being here. Much love to you. I really need to do some crafting on here so I can maybe get some better stuff. No, Metaverse Street Journal, I never give mod status to people who ask for it. If you ask for mod, you don't get it. But also, I don't need that many mods. If at any point there was, so when I used to stream like super regularly and it was like height of crypto, it was back in 2021, and I used to have like a lot of people here, I needed more mods. So like Vvox was a mod, Ice Pilot I think is also still a mod, I had Sparky, I think at one point Hoddle, Dr. Metaverso was, and like I had about 7 or 8 mods, Half Dork as well I think, and I don't stream that often. Also, a lot of stuff when Life is Strange. Vvox this weekend. I'm gonna play Life is Strange this weekend. This weekend, I'm gonna be doing a long ass stream. I don't know whether it's gonna be time appropriate for you. I'm aiming to start around lunchtime-ish my time. So I don't know if that is time appropriate. But yeah, back to the mod stuff. Yeah, I don't need that many mods anymore. Like, I think Vvox still has it, Ice Pilot has it, now Go West has it. I don't think I don't think Half Dork has it anymore. Like, Sparky, Hoddle don't have it anymore because they don't have need for that many. But also, Go West keeps posting clips. And so, and Nightbot keeps being really mean to them. But maybe, Metaverse Street Journal, if you're hanging around, I mean, you are here a lot. Like, I see you in chat loads. So, you know, if there becomes a time, you would be considered. For sure. And you're in my Discord. That also helps. Should I maybe link my Discord? I barely ever share that. I feel like everybody who's in it is wants to be in it is in it. But let's grab that, I guess. Where are you? Invite people. Copy. This will expire in 7 days, but here you go. Wait, did Panda just say her mods are paid in meat? I did not. No. My mods aren't paid at all. Paid in meat? How would I even get the meat to the mods? I don't know where they live. What kind of meat? Any meat if you're choosing? Question mark? Maybe? Who knows? Guinea fowl. Pheasant. It's pheasant. You get paid in pheasant. That is the meat I choose for my mods to be paid in. But also, no, because pheasants are really gorgeous, so no. Oh gosh, no. That sounds awful. Oh, also, is that a thing? Do people eat beluga caviar? Because that sounds super cruel. That sounds like something that should be illegal. Wait, caviar's fish eggs. So they're eating beluga eggs? I guess that sounds a little less illegal. Bum, bum, bum. Make your move! They know that they're screwed. There's no way they're taking both of those axes out. Oh, maybe. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. Okay, 10. 10 more SLP. We're at 96. We're almost at 100. We're winning. I've never tasted it. That's actually, I was about to say, I don't think I've ever had caviar. That is a lie. I have had caviar. I can't remember if I liked it. I can't remember. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Finish, end. And I end my turn with Blue Eyes White Dragon in defense mode. Rookie mistake. Let's go. Yeah, there's been like a few things that I've had where it's been okay, but I probably wouldn't purposefully go out of my way to eat it again. It's like if you're in an event and people are walking around with canapes and you pick it up and eat it. I don't think there's many foods that I've had like bad reactions to. Like I've put it in my mouth and I've been like, ooh, kind of situation. But at the same time, I'm not gonna go out of my way to eat caviar. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. I am British. I am from the UK. I live in my house. And what other information can I reveal about myself? And I'm from Lincolnshire, I guess lots of people know that. I'm from the UK, Lincolnshire. It's a pretty big county, biggest county in the UK, if I do say so myself. I have never had and never want to have live octopus. Oh, okay, yes. I don't think I could eat something that is still alive. I have had octopus. Like when I've been in Japan, I've had octopus, I've had squid. In fact, I've eaten many different types of food I'd probably never eat anywhere else when I've been in China, Korea, and Japan. And it's all been really lovely. One thing that I do want to try, and Vox knows this. I want to try balut. However, I only want to try balut if I can be guaranteed that it really, really is only slightly formed inside. Like, I don't want beak and stuff like that. Have I tried? Okay, I haven't tried whale meat. No. What football team do you support? Okay. Okay, Hecate, great question. I am not as into football now as I used to be when I was a teenager. When I was a teenager at school, I used to play for my school's football team. I used to really... Oh, wow. I didn't realize that was going to do that to him. I didn't pay enough attention. I was really into football when I was younger. I used to play it at school and all that jazz. I used to support Man United. I do not follow football now, but if you were to ask me what team I support, I'm saying Man U. I could not tell you why. I probably can't even tell you any of the players. But I would say I support Man U. That they eat in France in which you cover your head? No. I have not. Panda's not supporting Man United since they started losing. Have they started losing? I mean, I'm still saying, like, the team that I support would be Man U, but that's just because of all the years that I've supported them. Ortolan bunting. So, you cover your head when you eat it? Or you cover the bird's head? You cover your head. Why do you cover your head? Why do you cover your head while you eat it? There was, when I was in Hong Kong, at the restaurant that we were at, there was a dish that was served to all of us. So we had like a big meal thing as like a big team when we were in Hong Kong for the Hong Kong Creator Day. And one of the things that was served was like they brought out loads of different dishes and so much of it was freaking amazing. I loved all of it, but there was this one thing that was like soup, and I think it had like a whole chicken's foot or some bird foot in there where you could see it, like you could see the claws and stuff on it. And one of the people next to me was saying like, oh yes, apparently like they say that it keeps women's skin looking young and stuff like that. I tried it. I probably had more than like some of the other colleagues that was around me. I really like to give things a good try. However, there are times where I'll be like, yeah, I just can't. Like, I would love to. I just don't think mentally I'm there to eat this. But like, I don't think I'd be able to pick up like a chicken foot that's got like, I think it's the claws. I think it's the claws, seeing the claws, because I'll eat a chicken thigh, a chicken leg, a chicken breast. I think it's seeing claws that I'm like, I can't. But I did. I ate most of the soup. It was nice. It was all right. Chicken feet, yum cha in New Zealand. Okay, don't see the point in eat. Yeah, I think it's because like it's kind of like the. I'm assuming at this point. I assume that it's because like the foot and like the bone of it is acting kind of like a stock to it, and they're saying like from that's seeping into the soup, that it's good for your skin apparently. So, they eat the ortolan whole with or without the head, and some may spit out the larger bones while others eat the whole. Yeah, no. I mean, this is why I want to try balut, but like I said, it would have to be, like, when I open it, it would have to be very only partially formed. Like, I don't want to see beak. Like, I don't want that. I don't want to see that. Is where I, like, that's probably my barrier, is I would try it, but there's, like, a level. Make the soup tasty. Yeah. It's just a bunch of fried feed on a plate. It was more about nibbling the skin. Fair enough. I mean, there's something to be said in, like, trying things. Like, I think it's really, really important to try different foods that you're not quite used to. I also think, like, a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people in many countries, most likely Western countries, are fairly removed from food. Like, I remember reading a story about someone saying, like, they were like a contracting firm. They had, and this was in America, and a lot of like their workers were from Mexico. And where they were working, there were these apple trees near like people's houses, and some of the workers were picking some of the apples and eating them. And a woman like ran out, being like, "Oh, like just to let you know, your workers have been eating these apples." And he was like, "Oh, do you not want them eating your apples? I can tell them not to eat your apples." She's like, "No, no, no, they're not edible." And he was like, what do you mean?" And it's like, "Well, they're from the tree. Like, you can't eat them. They're not from a store." And sometimes you have to take these stories with a pinch of salt, how true it is. But I think there's a level of truth in that some people do, like, just see food growing naturally and they just think, "Oh, I can't eat that because it's not from a store." I saw loads of people talking about how they were picking blackberries in the UK and people were giving them weird looks. And I was like, that just seems so bizarre to me because I have always picked blackberries. I will eat blackberries off of the bush as long as they're not on the floor. If they're on the floor or if they're near a busy road, you don't want car fumes on your blackberries. When you're picking blackberries, you don't want car fumes and you don't want them to be on the floor because dogs may have peed there. But, you know, you're out in the countryside, they're fairly high up, picking those blackberries, shoving them in my gob. Yeah, like, I love picking myself some blackberries. I've got apple trees in my garden, and we also have some blackberry bushes, but they're very wild blackberry bushes, and so the blackberries on them are quite small. There's some other wild ones like in the country around me, in the countryside around me, where they are slightly bigger, but they're not like, sometimes in stores you'll see they've got some like big blackberries. And I guess they're like a cultivated variety. And with the apples off of my trees and some of the blackberries that I picked from my garden, but also when we've been on walks, I'll take a little bag and I'll fill up my little bag with blackberries. And I made an apple and blackberry pie. I love, like, you know, it's also really nice to go for a walk. And there's blackberry, as long as you know what you're eating. Like, you have to know what you're eating. Hopefully people know what blackberries look like. But obviously, please don't just randomly pick food that you don't know what it is. Please. Right, that's another 10. That is another 10. Okay, this time we're gonna do some crafting. We gotta craft the night away. We also have to claim. Crafting. Okay, level 45 ones are now open, and I'm really close. So let's do 3 of those. What does that take us to? We're still only on 43. Okay, in that case, we're gonna do 6. We're at 40. Oh, maybe I could have done one less. Oh, nice. Bird's energy drink. Don't know if that's gonna be helpful. And we've unlocked some recipes. Oh, wait. We've got one here. 9,000. No! Oh, wait. Because I'm on 6. Okay, this 3,000. That makes more sense. I was like, that seems so expensive. No, okay, good. According to some people, do you know where from chocolate milk comes from? Well, milk is milk, and then you mix chocolate with it. No, don't say brown cows. Do not tell me some people say brown cows. Do not tell me brown cows. Are people saying brown cows? Is that what they're saying? Is that what the rumor is? Milk comes from cows. Yes. Milk comes from cows. What about strawberry milk? Pigs. People are milking pigs, and that's how strawberry milk is made. Is that where we're at? Is that where we're at? Is that the level we are at? At Play Games, I did not say it. I said, please don't tell me people are saying that. And then reiterated, must be, no, strawberry milk's from pigs. Don't be crazy. Yeah, so I don't know how true this is. Somebody told me that if you drink camel's milk is meant to be really, really good for you. However, it is also like detoxifying. So if you are somebody who eats maybe a lot of like junk food and stuff, that if you drink camel's milk, it will make you not have a good time on the toilet for a little bit. And then afterwards, you'll feel real good. Now, I feel like I need somebody to actually tell me whether that's true or that's just something someone's told me to have a laugh. Like, I need to know the validity of that information I was told. How true is that? But, like, camel's milk is really, really good for you, but also because it is meant to be really good for you, it sort of detoxifies your whole body, and so you have a bad time. We nominate you to test it out, Panda. I will have you know, I have been on a diet, and I have been quite healthy, especially after having my gallbladder removed. And so I have strongly reduced the amount of red meat I have because I can't digest it properly. And if I have red meat, and unfortunately spicy food, which I love, and sometimes I'll risk it, or high-fat content food, I could have a horrible time on the toilet because I don't have a gallbladder, which means little bits of bile just drips into my stomach. It's beautiful, I know. You're so jealous, the little bits of bile are dripping into my stomach. I know. You prefer to drink water? I am a tea drinker. I do like water. I have water right now. I do like water. I never used to. I never used to be like a water fan because it doesn't really, like, it has a taste. When people tell me water doesn't taste of anything, I'm like, it does. It just doesn't have a great taste. Like, it's not an amazing taste, but it definitely has a taste. Damn it, this guy is not going down. There we go. Good, I got rid of you. Right. I don't know if he's going to survive this, but we'll see. Yes, water can go stale, and I can taste when it's gone stale. Not when it's gone, like, super stale. I don't leave water out long enough for it to go, like, stale, but I can tell when it's not fresh water. Because I'll always have a glass of water up to bed with me, and like, sometimes I don't drink at all. Sometimes I'm a bit lazy and I don't bring the glass down the next morning. And so I'll go up to bed and I'll be like, oh, like, my partner's brought my drink up or whatever. And I will go to drink it and it might be like a day or 2 days old. And I was like, this is not fresh water. V-Box, I like water with your coffee. I don't like coffee. I don't. I've tried it. I feel like I've given coffee a really good shot. Like, I've tried to like coffee. I have tried to like coffee. I have absolutely tried to like coffee. And unfortunately, I can't. I've tried it so many different ways. I've tried many different ones. Water tastes amazing with mixers. Yeah. No, I've definitely come around to liking water. Just need more sugar. No, see, now, that's not true. I don't just need more sugar with my coffee. That's how one of my friends got to liking, like, lattes and coffees. I know lattes are coffee, but never mind. But yeah, They didn't like them. They didn't like lattes. And so what they would do is they would have about 6 sugars in their lattes. And then over time, they lowered the amount of sugar in their lattes until they could drink it like a normal person would drink it. Your first coffee was double espresso with whipped cream and 2 brown sugars. I mean, it sounds nice. I just know I don't like the taste. I've tried like a normal coffee with milk and sugar. I have tried coffee black. I have tried iced coffee, and I had to drink all of it, and I'll tell that story in a little bit. I have tried lattes. I have tried different flavored lattes. I have even, and this is what annoys me, because chocochinos, so coffee hot chocolates, chocochinos, they have coffee in them. They have coffee. They have coffee in them. Okay? And my mum was like, try this chocochino. It's just hot chocolate. And I was like, it's got coffee. I'm not going to like it. She's like, no, it's fine. You'll like it. So she made me a chocochino with her little machine thing. And I could taste the coffee. I love hot chocolates. I was like, I can't drink this. It tastes like coffee. So I've tried it many ways, and I'm okay not liking it. Like, I just want to make that, like, really clear. I am okay not liking coffee. I don't feel like I'm missing out. Tiramisu, oh, this is what's going to get you guys. I like tiramisu, and I like, for those that know Revels, they're a chocolate that have different, like, chocolate things in it. So some are Maltesers, some, there's minstrels that are just, like, chocolate disc things. There's, like, orange chocolate balls, but there's also coffee ones, and I like the coffee ones. So I like tiramisu. I like the coffee Revel, but I don't like coffee. So yeah, sorry. I have tried coffee ice cream, and I don't like coffee ice cream. Coffee with nougat ice cream. See, like, it sounds nice. I just know I don't like it. But yeah, the iced coffee story. A few years ago, I went traveling for 3 months across 3 different countries, went to China, went to South Korea, and went to Japan. And when we were in Korea, it was my daughter's birthday. We were in Busan, and we went to a restaurant. It was a really, really nice restaurant. And I will just state this. My time in Korea was lovely. So many people there are so kind, so generous, and I say this with love. They gave my daughter so much free stuff. Not just, like, in this restaurant. In the restaurant, they gave us a bunch of free stuff. But, like, when we were on, like, trains, like, elderly people were, like, handing my daughter money, handing her food. There was a time we were at one of the shrines in Seoul. I forget which one. We were there. My daughter was playing with, like, this other little kid. And at one point, like, the little kid went to sit next to its mum. And my daughter went and sat next to her. And then, like, the mum gave her kid a little drink thing. And then just passed my daughter one. And it was like, oh, okay. I guess this is a thing here. So yeah, she got fed while we were there and was given money. So she got treated. But back to Busan, we'd gone to this restaurant and we'd ordered a bunch of stuff, and they also gave us a bunch of stuff for free. They were like, it's complimentary, it's free. They were really, really nice. It was a beautiful restaurant. If I can find the name, don't know if it's still running because it was a few years ago, I'll let you know. I do have, if you ask, I will give you the link to our blog. We had a blog while traveling. If you would like the link, I will find it and I will send it in this chat. But yeah, so it got to the end, and as a complimentary thing, I don't know if this is like a full thing in Korea. I think iced coffee at the end of a meal is a thing in Korea. I believe so. But anyway, they gave us iced coffee at the end. I don't like it, and we wanted to be polite. And so we struggled. Both me and my partner at the time, he didn't like coffee. He likes coffee now. He has grown to coffee. But at the time, neither of us liked it. How is my Spanish? Gracias. Sí. Paella. There you go. Not great. Tiramisu. I do like tiramisu. V mentioned it earlier, and I said I do actually like tiramisu, which is crazy. Yeah, my Spanish isn't great. My Spanish isn't great. Have I tried the cat poop coffee? What do you think, Metaverse Street Journal? What do you think? Somebody who doesn't really like coffee. Do you think I've tried it? Yeah. No. No. Apparently it's a delicacy. I'm good. I think I'm good. I think I'm okay not having that delicacy. I'm okay missing out. Like, I think missing out's okay sometimes. Go over it. I'm not rich. That's the difference. If I become rich, maybe one day. All right, let's see if I can find this. It was, I think we did the blog on WordPress. Let's see, can I search? Blog. Right, 10. Got 10 more. 1, 3, 6. How long have we been live? 2 hours? 2 hours? Right, how much of the energy have we used? Because we worked out before. Oh, we are on it! Because before we worked out, it's... no, we're a little bit below it, actually. It works out that it's roughly 1 hour for 10 energy, if you're playing a pretty good one. Is it this? Maybe if I look at WordPress. Oh, there it is. Okay, right, I found it. I found it. I think I found it. Okay, here you go. Here is the link to our travel thing. We never updated. I think we only updated partially Korea, and then we didn't update any of the Japan. Oh, we did one on when the first time we went to Japan, just not when we went this time. So we got up to the long search for tea. We did get to Seoul. So we did get to Seoul for this, but we definitely didn't update much. We got a lot when we were in China. We got a lot of China. But we don't have any of our Japan travel stuff on there. I think I have like all of the draft write-ups from when we did that, when like I was writing it, and I probably still have those books somewhere. But I miss traveling. I really, really enjoyed it. One of my hopes was maybe we could do like the whole family travel thing. But you know, like life and making sure our kid went to school and education got in the way. But yeah, if any of you are curious, you can go look at that, I guess. How difficult was it to communicate? Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. In China, it was fairly hard to communicate. We did learn some words, much that I don't remember. So, bu means like no, and lada means spice. I like lada. I like spice. However, my daughter obviously didn't want it, so there was a particular dish. There was a restaurant we went to a lot that had a really, really nice spicy dish. And so we learned how to say like lada and then bulada for no. And then I can't remember it, but like I don't understand. I learned how to say I don't understand. The picture of you doing the looks like it was because it's the for those that don't know, in Gangnam's the place in Korea for those that don't know. And then there's Psy, the singer, who had the famous song, the international, world famous Gangnam Style song. And so there is a giant, like, the hands doing, like, the Gangnam, like, Oppa Gangnam Style. And there's, like, the hands there. But, yeah. I would say, so for communicating, we sometimes used our phones and stuff. At the time, my biological dad was teaching English in China. And so, for the most part, communicating in Beijing wasn't too difficult in the sense that we didn't really need to say much. If we needed to order food, we would point. If we were in shops, it was easy to haggle with our phones. Like, they usually also had calculators that you would haggle with them. And you'd haggle that way. China is a very haggle-happy country. They're open to it, which I love. I love haggling. Korea, they spoke a lot more English. We learned some phrases, none that I can really remember now. So in China, we knew more phrases than we did in Korea. And then for Japan, we'd already been to Japan. We'd already studied Japanese a little bit. I haven't kept up on it, so I definitely don't know enough to be able to be like, hey, listen to me speaking Japanese right now. But we definitely knew enough in Japan to get around in Japan. Also, in Japan, they are very fine with you speaking English, and yeah, I would say the best thing, and I don't know whether we wrote about it in Korea, there was a situation where we went to a park for our daughter's sake, because she was young, she obviously needed fun and not just be walking around visiting places constantly. And there was a girl, probably like, looked roughly the same age, maybe a year older, and honestly, it was a great reflection on how language doesn't, like, not speaking someone's language isn't as big of a barrier as people think it is, because those two just had fun and played with each other and just somehow knew how to communicate with one another. Like, they managed to direct each other to play games and to do stuff with one another, and play and interact with one another without either of them knowing the other one's language, because this little girl didn't speak any English, and obviously Az didn't speak any Korean, and they just managed to play with one another and communicate with one another without there being like needing to speak the language. You're learning Japanese professionally? That's amazing. The best language tool that I've used to learn a language is an app called Memrise. Now, if you're learning professionally, I'm sure you're way ahead of using an app like that. I would also say Japanese from Zero. I think the person who made those books is called George. Anybody who wants to learn Japanese from Zero, those books are absolutely amazing, really well done. If you want to learn it, great. But also there's an app called Memrise. There's a lot more paid features on it now. When I started learning on it, it was like really free. They had loads of stuff on there. It was a really, really good tool to use. It still is. I still enjoy it. But Memrise has definitely been the best. Not sponsored by Memrise, by the way. Memrise, sponsor me. Memrise has definitely been the best app I have used to learn a language. You're taking a classroom course. That's a really good way to do it. But I love Japanese. It's one of the languages like I've self-taught myself. The issue is I think a lot of the times you get into the mindset that you're not in the country, you don't have those people to speak to, so you don't have that, because having those back and forth conversations is really important to keep that, because it's a memory. Like you gotta practice. If you're not gonna practice, you're gonna lose it. Like I learned how to speak French when I was 2 years old. I continued learning French up until I finished secondary school, and after that I never used French again. Now if I speak French, I barely know it. I learned Italian at the same time at secondary school, so a lot of my French and Italian got mixed, which didn't help. To really seriously learn it. That's the thing. I think sometimes you gotta really, really want to learn a language to learn it. But yeah, I like Japanese is a fun language to learn. But yeah, I would say China was the hardest. But also China was difficult for a lot of different reasons as well. It was, many of the people are friendly there. They really are. If you're looking at that, you'll probably notice how blonde and long my daughter's hair is, for those that don't know. In China, don't know if it's changed. When we were there, they have set lengths that they're allowed their hair. And even in Beijing, we barely saw any foreigners there. Maybe it was the time of year we went, but it was, you know, very much... There wasn't many white people, which you don't expect in China. Didn't expect it. But there was, hey, Hecate, have a good one. Oh, enjoy reading. Oh, yeah, I gotta read the law later. You'll quiz me? No, that means you've got to read the law. You've got to read the law as well. But yeah, when we were in China, there were a lot of people trying to touch our daughter's hair, which didn't make her feel very comfortable and made it a bit difficult. There was also, we had been warned, and by my bio dad as well, who was living out there at the time. He's now in, I think he's in Cambodia right now, teaching in Cambodia. But we were warned there may be times that you'll see locals try and pick up your child to go take pictures. Like, they'll try and take your child to go take pictures with them. We did have that happen. However, we were lucky that it wasn't a crowded tourist area. We were right there. She seemed fine with them because we were right next to her the entire time. But that was definitely a weird situation to be in. And I was also thankful that we knew that, because we definitely kept her, like, you should always keep your kids close. Like, when you're traveling to different countries, you should definitely keep your kids close to you. But we were obviously a lot more, like, prepared for that to be a thing. Because, you know, I've taken my kids to Rome and other places, and never have I ever had somebody just randomly take my child by their hand to go take a picture with them. You know, that's not a thing that I've encountered in other countries. But it is a thing there, especially if you have a child that has very long blonde hair. That can be a thing. But overall, I enjoyed my time traveling. And there was loads of amazing places in all those countries. And it's why I like traveling. Like, I want to see places, I want to experience different things. Like, I want to see the world. Anniversary Journal, I can't stay in a place for 3 months that isn't my home. Oh, to relearn the language? I mean, that is a good way. Like, if you fully immerse yourself in a country, there's a good chance that you will end up learning a language from doing that. But also, I can't do that. Like, logistically speaking. I cannot. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's heal you, and then we'll just do that. We might be on for our first loss. Which is pretty impressive, I think. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours, almost 2 hours 20. Okay, what time is it? Almost 10? Okay, we'll go for another 10 minutes. So we'll do 10 minutes. I think we are having our first loss. I actually think we're having our first loss. Do I want to get rid of... I feel like I want to get rid of the backline guy. We're going to put you to sleep. Because then I can just do all of this. Then can I put that on you? Okay, that got rid of you, which sucks. Yeah, we're down for our loss. That is crazy. First loss of the evening. No. But we're 146 SLP. So how much is that? How much is that for this evening? 146. That is 26 cents. We have made 26 cents today. S'il vous plaît? S'il vous plaît, madame? Bonjour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 30, 31, 32, 33, 33. I don't know how much of that I got right. And then Von is 40? I can also sing Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, summer lemontina fast. No, Metaverse Street Journal. No! Stop it! It's not gonna happen! Pretty please? No, it's already been bad enough. Maybe next time. Maybe I'll practice. You're just like, dance, monkey, dance! Do your bad accents! Whoa, how am I... Okay, well in that case, yeah, we're doing that. How? I don't know what happened. I don't know why we won that. They had 1 energy left. Did they not have anything good? Did they not have anything good? That was insane! How did we win? It's not, though. Metaverse Street Channel, it's not. My Scottish accent isn't good. It's also morphing a little bit. I will shoot for my own hand. It isn't. I apologize. I like doing voices. I don't like doing accents because I know I'm not good at accents. Unless I'm around people long enough. If I'm around somebody long enough, I could probably pick up their accent a little bit. But like, I have to like hear it and hear it and hear it and hear it and hear it. Right, what are we doing here? I'm going to apply some damage. We're gonna heal. And we're gonna hold this card. It's like, when you say do a Scottish accent, all that comes to my mind is the referee from Gladiators. You will go on my first whistle. And even then, it's not good. My accent, that I'm saying it, is obviously good. The accent you find hardest is Australian. I feel like Australian has a lot of, like, I feel like it ends in questions. It's like, I made notes. So when I did, I don't know if you saw it, but I'd made, like, that fun little video for Alpha Season 5 with the dinos. And I was wearing, like, that hat as if I was, like, in the jungle and stuff. And I was originally going to do an Australian accent. My granddad lived in Australia for a pretty long time when he was a young lad. And so I was like, tell me some Australian phrases. So where are they? Obviously, the ones that I know anyway. Struth. I cobber. Good day, mate. My oath, that was a good dino egg. Blimey, mate. I'm out back of the black stump. Okay, right, so. Blimey, mate. I'm out back of the black stub. Oh, no, I'm out back of the blacks. Okay, wait. I gotta put the comma where it goes. Blimey, mate. I'm out back of the black stump. I cobber. My oath. No, that's my. I said that totally wrong. My. Blimey, mate. Blimey. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it right. Maybe I'm not. Who knows? Put a shrimp on the barbie. I should have done that one first. Right, if I use that, like, we don't get to use it, but it should be fine. I feel like the Australian one was better than the Scottish one. I'm just putting that out there. That, I think it was better. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure it's better. Right, we do that. We get rid of you. Oh, damn it. We're stuck. And they're gonna do enough damage on us. No way. What do you mean, no way? Yes way. There's no way you think my really bad Scottish accent is better than my blimey. No, now I can't do it. I feel like it's, when I'm saying blimey, it's sounding more, is it northern? Blimey? It's gone. I think I'm sounding like I'm from Blackpool, maybe. Another 10. Okay, another one. Struth? Put a shrimp on the barbie. I've lost it. I've lost it. I never had it. I never had it. Never ever had it. We're on Tiger 1. That was the first time we got to Tiger 1. Whoop, whoop. Okay, we can do 2. Okay, come on. Good roll, good roll, good roll. Give me something. Maybe it is. Maybe it's good. What's this? Take 5%. Take minus 5% damage from all sources. Bonus 5% per buff on secret on this Axie. Okay. Maybe that's good. We'll have a look. We'll sort them later. Okay, where are we up to? My arm's itchy, sorry. Right, where are we've done that. Did we do both of those? Login. Yeah, okay. Oh, we've done that. than that. This one. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm not gonna do these. And they can be for tomorrow. Okay, so where are we up to? We've done 9. We're at 166. So we're at 30 cents. That seems like a good place to end. I feel like this might be a good place to finish. We're at 166, that's 30 cents. We made 30 cents in, what is it, two and a half hours almost? 2.5 hours. We won all of our matches and we got to Tiger level 1, which is pretty cool. We got here, which is nice. We do still have 9 energy left. So there is a chance we could get 90 more energy. And I don't think 9 more wins will get us into the next one. Maybe we do one more. I feel like if I do one more and I lose, then it's gonna suck, but we'll do one more. We're doing one more. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it! Okay, they got 2 aquas. We're focus aquas. So buy some random Solana meme coins. No thanks. I have purchased meme coins in the past. I purchased Pepe when it was almost at the top and then it crashed down. I had to wait. I finally managed to cast some of it out when it went back up, but I had to wait a while for it to get back up. And then obviously as jokes, I brought Trump and I brought it too high. What you gonna do? Hey. What you gonna do? So now I have that as jokes. Just some jokes. Right, see now they've got that bubble and I hate that bubble. They're gonna bubble poppers. Bubble, bubble, pop. I mean, in all fairness, I'm just putting this out here. I use, like, airdropped rewards that I got for whatever thing it was. I used that. So really, it wasn't really a loss for me. Yeah, it is a little bit. You could be like, yeah, I'm just, it's your fun money. It's a little bit of your fun money. All right, let's do that. Hey, let's do this one. Okay, I'm risking not keeping the cleanse. I'm risking it. I really want to win. Whoa, they did so much damage! Okay, let's apply wounds to you. Do that. Do I want to? That's the thing. Do I want to heal? I could. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna heal. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna. With songs with lyrics from Game Maker, like Build World. I'm not too sure. But are they not there? Or are you on about like the old songs that we had in other seasons? I can talk to the audio guy for that and see which ones. Right, is that enough? And I should have done that one first. That's the one I wanted to do. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it now because I've got to get rid of this guy. I'm already in too deep. Guys, I'm in too deep. Okay, let's do that. Let's shield you. Were you asleep? Damn it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Play games. Are like all the ones with lyrics gone, or is it like just set ones? Okay, they had to use almost all of their stuff. They had to use almost all of their stuff. Okay, that's good. We can use cleanse. Love that for us. Damn it. Okay. There's, what song was it there was a couple of, like, Sandbox early alpha season songs that I absolutely loved. Whoa, you did so much damage. No! No, 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 no. Okay, we could still make it. Okay, yes, we'll do that. That's absolutely fine. Right, we're getting rid of you. You're gone. You're out of here, matey boy. Right, I guess we gotta shield you. And we have one left, so we can take sleep off. Okay, that's 2. He's got 2 more attacks. Oh. He didn't do anything. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Gonna do that, gonna do that, and if we need to, we can do that. Boom! We won! Oh my gosh! 176! 176! That is amazing! I mean, it's not much money, but that's still pretty amazing. At this current point in time, that is 32 cents. That is 32 cents. Okay, so if we did this every day at the current price, I love doing this. This is my favorite thing to do at the end. So, basing it off of SLP at the current price, if we do that every day, which there's a good chance we won't, so that's 32 cents, 0.32. So we do this every day. That is $2.24. That is, I think the cheapest Axie is around that price. Okay, so you got to make your first investment. You got to spend roughly your $9, maybe a little bit less. It depends. You might not win with those cheap Axies, but maybe you'll make a little something. So then if we times that by, let's say 8, that's $17.92 at the current price. At the current price, if you make 176 SLP every day during this season, that means within 8 weeks, that you would have $17.92. Now, I don't think the seasons last that long. There's 19 days left. There's 19 days left. And I've played it. I've already played it. I've got some SLP. We're up to 1,410 SLP. You know. I think with season 3 now, at least Building Worlds has double files as music, but both don't have words. Oh, okay. Maybe there's something with the words they can't use. I don't know. I'm guessing. Right? That was amazing! Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for being here while we've been playing and doing that. And Henry NFT, I appreciate you following. I hope you enjoyed this. And for anybody watching over on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe! I am gonna be back streaming, hopefully Saturday. Another Panda Pops 10 minutes play. No, I've got to finish. I've got to finish. It's 10 o'clock. I've worked all day. I've now streamed. I've got work tomorrow. I gotta call it a night somewhere. But yeah, let's see if there's anybody to raid. Play games. Are you streaming? Who is streaming? Model streaming. They're doing marbles. People like marbles. But yes, Vvox, hopefully I should be streaming. I should be streaming on Saturday. If you would like, I will send you a Discord message when I'm going live. If that will be helpful. But as always, guys, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the metaverse. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.